How's my lawn looking? Let's go and take a look. First of all, we've got to get over there and have a look. It's obviously the current grasses are growing. It's looking pretty reasonably green. Reasonably, if that's a word. I'm more interested in seeing how the grasses are coming along in the patches. So let's take a closer look. So here, I think I can see some new ones just starting to come through. You can just see them down there. So that's that one. Now these are where the dogs have been. Let's have a look. And again, we've got the new shoots coming through. This one here, yep, it's just starting now. And this will obviously all come better over this next week. Now let's take a look a bit further up, down this left hand side here. There's some activity, not a lot yet. You still see the compost. No, it's topsoil, this. But yeah, there is some coming through. So we're getting there. But it just seems like everything's been so much slower this year. It really does. Now these are where I've been turning the heavy mower around because I was getting excited. And I got a bit carried away. Let's have a look. Not too much yet. We've got one or two. So basically we're at the point, oh here we go. You look at this here. So it's coming. And how long has it been? Well, it's not even been a week, has it? I think it's just coming up to about a week or maybe just under a week. But the higher temperatures have certainly helped, and I've been watering a lot over this last week, and we've just had a load of rain. So we're getting there. We are getting there. Give it another week and this should be pretty much getting closely filled in, and then I'm going to be getting the mower on. I'd like to get the mower on before then, and I've been doing some thinking. So the big debate about mowing and how high you're cutting. Now it's a personal thing, but the shorter you mow, the more often you've got to mow, so you don't go above the 1/3 rule. Because let's say you're cutting it at 2 mil, 5 mil, whatever, 5 millimeters is absolutely tiny. That's kind of what they do on golf courses, 5 or 6 millimeters. You've got to be out there cutting all the time. If it grows like 2 millimeters, that's nearly 1/3 of growth. Okay, if it gets to 7 mil, it's nearly 1/3 of growth, so you need to be cutting. Now a lawn can grow that very quickly. So ideally, for most people, you want to be cutting 2 to 3 times a week in an ideal sort of world. And so if you were to cut your grass on a slightly higher setting, let's say about 30-40 millimeters, something like that, then for it to grow 1/3, we're talking about 7 or 8 mil of growth. So 8 mil of growth gives you that time freedom in between the cuts. So you can cut 2 or 3 times a week, you're not stressing the grass out, and you're still doing things nice and regular. So that's the pros and cons of whether you mow really short or whether you mow a little bit taller. It gives you that more, gives you that bit more grace. Now, if you're an absolute fanatic and you can do it and you can mow your grass every single day, then by all means go for it. And you can cut super short. But for most people, it's just not a feasible thing to do, especially when you've got work, you've got families, and you've got busy lives. So I've come to the decision I am going to be raising the height of cut, and I'm just going to maintain at this higher level because it works for me. and you've got to find what works for you as well. So whatever works for you could be different for me. So I suppose if you're retired and you want to cut your grass almost every single day, you can go down to a centimetre, 10 mil, whatever you want to do. But for most people, I would say go that little bit higher. And the added benefit of being that bit taller, it does provide some protection from the sun drying out the ground in really hot periods. So you don't have to water quite as much. Still got to water. You know the score. But basically, it's all about giving you that extra little bit of leeway, and it's the same with cutting the grass. So I would like to have cut this today, but it's absolutely wet through. We've had a morning of rain, and I want to get these patches filled in. So as you can see, I temporarily put the fence round again, and I'm going to get some more grass seed. I'm going to grow some grass seed to deal with the patches. It's all good fun, isn't it? It's all good fun, this lawn care stuff. Listen, I'm going to leave it at that, but thanks for watching. Give us one of them and press that button down there that says subscribe. It isn't going to change your life, but it'll help to get my videos out to people who will benefit from what I teach for free. Have a great day. See you soon.